Hey, J-Bro's popping in here. So I've gotten everything put back together, obviously, where I had it in the last video. What I ended up doing, because I started thinking, is this an ignition switch? Is this this? Is this that? I was kind of confused, but yet, let's just say I was a little bit stubborn, let's just say on the battery end, because my battery's only a year old. Long story short, I ended up getting a mechanic buddy of mine out here, and obviously he deals in way uh, more vast stuff, and he's got all the tools for testing electrical and stuff like that. I'm just not super electrical guy. But anyway, he came out and he kind of went through the whole stuff. Obviously the new starter's working great. He checked the charging coil. Obviously now compared to where, and let me just show you that again, just so you guys know where we're at. Obviously the charging coil was crap. So, I mean, obviously I won by getting a new one of those on there. And I'm still super confident that my starter was at the end of its ropes. I'm not saying it was completely shot, but it was at the end of its ropes. And then also with Miniskid upgrades, they next day aired that part out to me. And then I just had said, hey, because initially it was like, just keep the part. But I'm like, send me a return label. So he sent out a return label. So all I have to do is drop this into the mail today. But back to what was kind of going on over here. Basically, like I said, I was kind of naive on the front of it being a battery issue. Because like I said, I had just bought it a year ago. Well, he tested the battery, and the battery, even fully charged, registered as weak. And the reason why I got confused on the battery yet, because I have that second battery, which is newer than the other battery, and the machine wouldn't start with that battery. So that's where it was starting to throw me for a loop. But anyway, so here's a few things that he said. So my brand of battery is AC Delco. He said, I'm not a huge fan of that battery in general. And that was just his opinion. He goes, the battery was registering as weak. Okay, makes sense. Well, why is it so weak so quick? Well, multiple things let's put in there. My battery was never getting charged when it was drawing from the machine because the charging coil is out. It was only reliant on me plugging in my side charger. Well, if anybody knows with a car, if your alternator starts going on your car, that becomes harder on the battery. Same concept here. So no alternator or no charging coil in this case, harder on the battery. Number two, well, the number one thing, or not number one thing, however you want to list them, they're in no particular order. He was not a big fan of AC Delco batteries. Then he explained, and I like how he explained this to me because, I don't know everything. He said, how hot does it get in this machine? Well, as we know, it gets warm in these machines. And he said, think of it, a battery in the winter. Well, winters are hard on batteries. Well, guess what? Heat, extreme heat, is hard on batteries as well. So that concept of, we got three negatives right now. No charging of the battery while the machine's running. Doesn't like the brand. And then extreme heat on the batteries. So those are kind of like three big red flags that obviously, let's just say, took out this battery sooner than later. So I guess from my standpoint, I guess the point I'm trying to make is don't get caught up in being stubborn like I was thinking, God, the battery's only a year old. It's like, it can't be bad already. Well, if you start putting it in extreme situations, you take some years off the life of it. But right now I've got the battery fully charged up. I'm going to give it a quick turnover. Oh, and then they also, to get back to it as well, before I forget, on the cranking end, what I'm going to end up doing is I'm just going to end up buying a, like, let's say one of the more top-notch batteries that I can find with the most cranking power. And then obviously now that my charging coil is better, or let's just say working, hopefully that just helps the longevity of the battery as well. And then the sheer fact too, I can't remember exactly when I had put the secondary fan on here and I'm able to keep the temperature down in the rig. So that's also a big deal. But I'm going to go ahead and fire this up and see if it takes off. I don't expect it will, because we already registered that the battery is weak. So let's just say this thing's got 500 cranking power or cold crank on it. Well, if the battery's registering weak, what does it probably have? 250 cranking power, which you think would probably be enough, but for whatever reason, this rig isn't. And I compare it to my lawnmower over there, and I can just walk you over there quick so you can get just a side by side. This is why it was confusing me. So my lawnmower battery over here, and the engine size, you know, this is a 26 horsepower Polar, same style of engine, and there's my battery right there. Well, this battery only has like I think it was 300 cranking, and then the battery, you can see 1021. But here's the difference between this battery and those ones in the mini skid. This sits so far away from getting hot. You know, it's not like right next to the engine compartment. It's not right next to the hydraulics and stuff like that. So I guess in my little experience, I'm sitting here basing it off of numerous different things. And obviously, that's why I had to get a pro in here, because I was just confused. But we'll just take and fire this up and see if it'll start. I don't expect it will. But like I said, that's what I'm going to do today, is just get a new battery, because obviously the other battery I have, that runs the fan, and I don't really care if that battery's top notch or not, because it just doesn't matter. And basically, as you can see there, and I know you guys had mentioned in the comments to me, but that's where I kind of want to give you guys a shout out, that had mentioned, say, it could be the battery, it could be the battery. And even my dad said it could be the battery. I was too stubborn to say, God, I just was too stubborn to understand that it's the battery, until I had it explained in multiple different layers of why. So that's the part I really liked about what my mechanic buddy did. He explained, hey, these are the reasons why your battery could have went bad so quick. And then he also said, well, a year really isn't that long. And then guess what? We all think that we just changed our batteries. Who knows? Maybe it's been a year and a half. I don't know exactly, but that's what I know. So so you guys got some diagnostics that you can run, and why, if you run into this situation, just probably test a new battery. But I'll leave it there. If you have any questions, comments down below. If you want to rip me a little bit because I was too stubborn to just change my battery, holler at me there too. But hopefully this is helpful. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. J Bros out.